Yeah, hi Kamal.
Hi Rajesh,
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm good. What about you?
Yeah, I'm good, Kamal. Thanks. So, shall we start?
Yeah,
Kamal, can you tell me about yourself, your company, and details, and your project, and what are the roles and responsibilities that you have?
uh, okay, Rajesh. My name is Kamal, and I have 2 years of experience in software testing, and I'm mainly through manual testing. My experience includes functional regression and integration testing with API validation, and we using Postman and background verification through SQL queries. I worked in mainly insurance domain. My role involved in ensuring data integrity, and we do testing in cross functionalities and with Penguin Impulse and API Postman we will do, and functional teams to deliver the solutions.
Okay,
And I am well experienced in agile methodologies, participating in daily stand-up sprint plannings, and I use Jira for defect tracking and test case management and reporting.
okay, okay. So, can you explain the software testing life cycle?
Okay. In software testing life cycle, there are requirement analysis and test planning,
Mm-hmm.
um, and test case development, and test environment setup, test execution, defect reporting, and tracking. In requirement analysis, BAs and product owners will give the requirement to us for test planning. The developer team and our testers will plan the sprint, how many story points we need to give, how to work for the user stories. In test case development, testers will create the test cases and negative boundary and SQL validation scenarios, and test environments setup. We will coordinate with the developers, and test environments will be stable. Test execution, testers, our team will execute test cases and run API collections and validate DB results. And last one, defect reporting. We will find any defect. We will raise a bug in Jira, and we will assign to the developers.
Okay. How much experience do you have, Kamal? I
Uh,
just forgot to ask you.
I have 2 years of experience.
Okay, 2 years experience into the same company.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So, what is the difference between verification and validation? I need you to explain with the real-time examples.
Okay. Verification is about checking whether we are building the product in a right way. For example, reviewing for in insurance project, for reviewing premium rules for requirement before development. Validation is about whether the product work as expected. So, for example, executing API and SQL tests to confirm the it is correct or not. In our project, we are constantly we will check verification and validation to catch issues for high quality delivery.
Okay, good. So, what is the pesticide paradox? And also,
Uh,
please tell me
huh,
what strategies do you employ to overcome it?
okay. Simply, pesticide paradox means the running the same test repeatedly. It is very difficult to find new defects. So, what I do for my to overcome it, I regularly update the test cases in Jira, introducing new test data with combined of manual and API testing. And we will explore negative scenarios for this. For example, I updated new test cases and SQL queries and edge scenarios. We That will help to catch the defects. Uh,
Okay, so explain the complete defect life cycle, and it should be like related to your project. I just wanted to understand it related to your project actually.
okay. In defect life cycle, first of all, we raise a bug and assign to the developer. Developer will fix it. If it is a bug or a duplicate one, If it is duplicate one, we will close the bug. For example, it is a priority bug or it is missing for requirement any functional issue, then the bug will reopen and they will resolve the bug and developer assign back to us and we will test again. We retest it and we will close the bug.
Who will decide if it is a duplicate one or like who
If
knows?
there is, for example, it is duplicate or who will decide means, first of all, in stand-up, we will discuss about the bug. In stand-up, there is a BA and Scrum Master and team leads as well. They will discuss about the bug. It is not a duplicate one. They will decide to go further. And example, it is duplicate one. Then they will discuss and close the bug.
Okay, good. Can you differentiate between defect severity and defect priority?
Okay. Uh, yeah, defect severity. Severity is the system functionality. It will impact the functionality. It shows how serious the defect is.
Hmm.
And priority means the defect should be fixed as soon as possible due to the requirement, business requirement.
Hmm. Okay. So how do you handle a bug that is non-reproducible or intermittent?
Okay. First, I will gather all, and I will, which environment I am testing, and I will collect test data, logs, and screenshots. I will attempt to reproduce under the different conditions. Like we have environments. There is a staging environment, a test environment, and pre-prod environment. We will do testing with the cross browsers, devices, and mobile testing. If it is still doesn't reproduce, I document all the observations in Jira with screenshots, and I will assign a bug to developers.
Okay. So how do you handle the conflicts with the developers? Like sometimes they may not accept your bugs, the developers. So in that case, how do you handle the conflicts like this?
Okay. Recently in my project, I faced a issue like the same one. Actually, I raised a bug at that time. I assigned to developer directly. Then developer called me and told me it is not a bug. But first I thought it is not a bug. Then I got a little bit doubt and I asked my team lead. He tell me no, it is a bug. Then I will arrange a call with the team lead, developer, and BA. Then we discuss about the bug, and BA finalize it is a bug. So then developer will accept it and he is fixed that bug.
Hmm. Okay. So how do you estimate the effort required for a testing a task or entire sprint? What are the things you
Okay.
consider to estimate this efforts required?
Okay. As per requirement of user story, first we will read thoroughly the user story, and we estimated how many test cases, negative test cases, and positive test cases, uh, and as per requirement, how many days it will do the testing and negative scenarios, and as well as we need to cover the all browsers, how many testing, mobile testing, and all things. In our recent project one per one day, one story point like that.
Hmm.
For a user story, for it is bigger user story. For example, for us 3 days, we need to work for 3 days means we will give three story points as per user story. It is smaller one means we will give one day
Okay.
because of we will do a smaller one means it will complete in half day, but we will give buffering time. Buffering time means, for example, we will find any bug, then we need to test so many times. In case it will go to developer, we will recheck again. So we will give buffer time. So we will give one more day extra for that. So for example, there is two story points. We will add one more story point for that. Totally three like that we will give.
Okay. So what are the things that you consider before you came to the conclude that like this is where we have to stop testing?
Okay, we have to stop stretching. Okay, we have in user story we have exact requirement. We need to meet that requirement. Then we will do some negative scenarios testing. Then we check for all test cases are executed and negative scenarios, and there are any major defects, there is no issues means we will stop the testing and assign the ticket.
Hmm. Okay. So what are the types of API parameters?
Types of API parameters.
Yes.
Okay. There, in API parameters, we will use path, query, and header and body parameters. In path identifies resource, headers means they like tokens like that, and body sends a JSON payloads. I tested API using path for policy IDs, query for claim filters, header for authentication, and body for new policy creation. In headers, we will give the for example any partner, we will give partner details in application details. In body, we will give the policy details like how many days our trip will go and where do we need to go. And like add-ons, there is a we need to use cruise or flight and any transportation like that. We will give in body. Then we will create a policy.
Okay, fine. So imagine a situation where got the, find the last bug actually, but it is a
Mm.
last moment in the sprint. You got it in the last moment. So
Okay.
how do you handle that one? Like,
Uh,
how do you proceed?
Okay. At last moment of the sprint planning, we will identify any bug. Then first we will discuss with the team lead. We will decide the severity of the bug. It will be important, or else we need to throw the bug to backlog. Team lead will discuss with them BA, and then they will decide it is priority or severity one. If it is a severity one means they will assign to developer and we will fix it as soon as possible. Or else it is not a issue for this requirement. We will decide to that bug will go to next sprint.
Okay. How do you decide that one? Like, which is the highest severity and which is the lowest severity? What are the parameters you consider before decides that it is a high priority or low priority like that?
Mm, so in our call, BA will come. BA will know the business requirements.
Okay.
They will impacting any,
Hmm.
for example, price. In insurance, mainly we will focus on pricing. It will
Okay.
affecting any pricing one, or else
Hmm.
like that. It is pricing one means we will fix it immediately. Or else any minor changes like small test changes, other things like that means we will ignore.
Okay, good. Got it. Fair enough. Can you describe your experience working with Agile?
Okay. In Agile, I have experience. We in Agile in our project we have 14 days sprint. So for every 14 days we have a release. We have daily stand-up, sprint planning, and backlog refinement and retrospective. I will closely work with developers and business analysts. We will in our project we use Jira tool. In Jira tool, we tracking that tickets. Like a developer will BA will assign a tickets as per requirements main user story. Then developer will pick the tickets and assign back to the QA. Then QA will test it and assign back to UAT team. Then UAT we will pass means that is the final of the tickets. And if there is any bugs means we will raise in Jira.
Hmm. Okay, fine. Good, Kamal. I think this is just a validation round. You'll be having another round, technical round. And I just wanted to understand one more thing. How good you are with the SQL? Do you have the knowledge of?
SQL.
Yeah, fine. So can you explain the
Uh,
difference between where and having classes?
yeah.
Explain with a good example.
Okay. Where filters rows before grouping.
Hmm.
Okay. And having filters after aggregation. For example, to get the departments with more than 5 employees,
Hmm.
uh, we must use having with a count star greater than five.
Hmm. Okay, fine. Okay, Kamal, good. I'm good. Do you have any questions?
No, all good.
I'll go. Okay then. Yeah. Thanks for
Thank
your
you,
time,
Rajesh.
Kamal. Thank you. Bye. See
Thank
you
you.
later.